Welcome to Kyle Field in College Station, Texas. A top 25 showdown coming up through college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. It's the Louisville Cardinals and the Texas A&M Aggies. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
When you walk into Kyle Field in College Station, Texas, it is so dynamic. From the traditions, the cheering, the crowd in unison, it is straight up and down of electric Aggie pride. This is one of the most unique places you can ever watch a college football game, and we expect it to be just as loud and energetic here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Cardinals will put boot to leather, and this will be the start of a new season. Well, that'll give them good field position as he kicks it out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Gets the back moving. Looking for a crease. It's Owens. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back, and he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to blow up now and start doing something.
And I think one of the secret sauces from a year ago for A&M was Craver and Concepcion. They were the best 1-2 punch in college football as far as playmaking receivers. Guys that could catch it short and take it long. Now you bring in Horton, who comes over from Alabama. This receiving core now, can they continue to grow? Can the passing game get better, Palmer, and take that next step?
Well, the good news is you still got Marcel Reed throwing the football, right? A guy with tons of experience and a guy who's made a lot of big plays throughout his career. So you bring in Horton, who comes over for Alabama, big physical guy who can make plays down the field. Craver can take a hitch route, 80 yards, and score. Still a really good 1-2 punch, and this Aggies offense, especially the passing attack, still going to be tough to stop.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Here's Reed to throw. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Third and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Wide receiver going in motion. The run inside. It's Owens. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Calls his own number. He's got enough, and they roll roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
We're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, 4th down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive a ways. There's still a lot of football left to play. Hindsight's always 20/20, but that was an excellent decision by the head coach.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do we do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, you're running back. He gets out there faster. Got a positive game. Still a couple plays here left, too.
And the defense wrestles him to the ground. Eighth play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. Reed, under fire. He sacked this defense all over it.
Give the defense a lot of credit on that one. A little bit of bend, don't break here in the opening drive of the game. They gave up some yards. They were down inside their own red zone. But on that critical 3rd down, phenomenal effort individually to win his one-on-one, get to the quarterback and bring him down to the ground and really try to take some air out of this offense.
They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the first quarter with an onside kick. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They'll grab the squib kick just inside the 10. He goes down for a loss on the return.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that, and the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
He'll run it again. Finds a little bit of room as he'll get 2 out to the 6.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
And this is blown up, going nowhere as the defense was ready for the Wildcat.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Slips through the line. He's going to get loose. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Gonna run it. It's Owens. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And I love when defenses see pulling guards because what you're supposed to do is run through immediately. If you're a linebacker, you see a pulling guard, I'm running through that gap. If you're a defensive lineman and that guard pulls in front of you, I run down the line of scrimmage and chase. Great job seeing that puller, making a play.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
This should be the last play of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Right on the money. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Brown. Makes it past the marker. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Direct snap. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Let's take a look at the big picture for Louisville. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pulls it in, it's Brown. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football and try to get that elusive guy on the ground.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that's not going to be a first down. He stopped just millimeters away from moving the chains. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down, they were ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Handoff to the lone back. Got enough for the first. Might have a chance. He now has 53 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Owens. The sure hands, it's Riley. Oh, he got loose. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
And that's That's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
A&M comes back out with another first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Owens. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll go right back to him. And he's only able to pick up about a yard before he's stopped on the play. And that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. It'll be 3rd and long. On the move, it's Owens. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. It is perfect. The lead now 6 here in the second.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Fires to the wideout. That's reeled in. It's Richardson.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
It just took the quarterback a little too long to find his tight end that time. He's out there by the sideline, wide open. And if the quarterback can just get it to him a hair sooner, he's going to have a chance to advance that thing forward, and they're going to get more yards. So the quarterback just has to be able to make his decision a little bit quicker moving forward.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Looking down the middle. Makes the grab. It's McCoy. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. A give to Brown.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Fires to the big fella. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. On 2nd and 10, a full wide out set, trips right. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got a man, it's McCoy. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Now from inside the red zone. Hauls it in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. And as we get deep in this first half, a 1st and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. Louisville calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's Brown. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Man, that hurts because 2nd down, you got everything in front of you, the whole playbook open. Now you get a lost yardage play. Now it's 3rd down. Now it puts those feet to the fire a little bit more. Now you better come up with something you really love in this area of the field.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're overlooking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
4th and goal from the 3, and the offense will stay out there and try to finish the deal. Snap in the shotgun. Looking to the end zone. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out of the field and make some stops.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Takes a handoff. It's Owens. Picks up the first down. There's a little room there. Big gainer there that'll look good in the stat column, but not quite enough to put any points on the board before time expires here in the first half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Thanks so much, fellas. Here inside our EA Sports Studios, welcome into the Week 0 College Football Update Show. Our first stop is with Kansas State taking on the Arizona Wildcats. And it's the Wildcats with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications.
The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the 2nd half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Makes the grab. It's Brown. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed him for the defensive holding penalty. First down, 10 yards to go. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Under fire. Hit as he throws. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, these defenders practice this all week long. It's locating the football with your eyes. Great job being in position, but also, how about getting your head around and locating the ball in the air so you can go up, pick it off for the defense.
Reed. Pocket breaking down. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Man, this is exactly what you needed to see from this defense to start the second half. If you're down, you got to create some momentum. You got to get your offense a little bit excited. Nice job creating the sack. Perfect start to the second half of this defense.
The Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. On the ground, it's Owens, and he'll be brought down.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
From the gun on third down, it's Marcel Reed. Complete to the right. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And the Aggies will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Running inside. And that's a live ball behind the line. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. It's Owens. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
Ready? Blue 22.
Throwing Reed. Got the back over the middle. Breaks into the open. Touchdown Aggies. And they add 6 more to the board with that chip
days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's Reed. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive.
Tight coverage by this defense, creating the interception, and man, for a second, it looked like he was about to house that. The offense does a good job becoming the defense and making the play around midfield.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to...
There's a crease. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, you know, it just takes one. It takes one run like that to get his confidence back, to get the offensive line's confidence back. Let's see what happens with this offense now moving forward.
Off-play action on first down. Finds his man. It's McCoy. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They'll run it. It's Brown. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Into the third quarter of this opening week of the season, it's now 2nd and 10. Softened them up with a run, now to throw. And they can't make the connection, and 3 quarters are in the books as we head to the 4th. They had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. This 3rd down a little longer after that penalty. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Picked off to stop the threat. Stopped at the 12-yard line, and he wanted that pick 6. He'll have to settle for setting up his offense.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Let's send the tight end in motion. The run inside. It's Owens. Tackle is made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
On the direct snap, it's Bussey. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down.
In situations like this, offensively, when you got the lead in the fourth quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
Now on the move. Tackled there by the defense. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Here's Reed to throw. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. He was dreaming of getting a few more on that return, but they'll take it in business at the 32.
We still got time. Great job by the defense doing the most important thing, getting the ball back to their offense. Now the offense has to answer the bell, but good job creating the turnover. Now the offense, your turn.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Sends it back in motion. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a...
Snags it, and he's open. Touchdown, Cardinals. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make... At the 19. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Got enough for the first. Turning it on! Electrifying play, and man, are they set up now at the 32-yard line.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively,
They'll have a first down here, a Week 0 game that is living up to all the hype and anticipation. Right back to the well. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Takes the handoff. It's Edwards. Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. A design run from the quarterback. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done then.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's good! Big 3 points to stretch the lead.
And that was an important kick here in the 4th quarter, man. You want to take that touchdown lead, make them have to go the length of the field and score a TD. Nice execution by this offense. Nice job trusting the kicker.
Just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
Yeah, that 2-minute drill, man, you're searching for those first downs. You got to find it. Sometimes it's a run, sometimes it's a screen. Whatever it is, they choose to run the football here. Still time, but we're still in that hurry-up situation.
One more time, it's Brown. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger. And you can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. Complete. Still running at the 40. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock.
Quarterbacks have got to have composure. And I know this guy's thrown some picks. He hasn't thrown for a ton of yards. But if he can put a great drive together here, and he's got the talent and ability to do that, he can lead his team to victory in this 2-minute situation.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. To the air on first down. Oh, they're after him. Chase to the right. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And obviously, guys, this drive is critical. You're down, you've got to score. So with a couple of timeouts in your pocket, man, like, that changes the whole dynamic of this 2-minute drill. Like, I can work the whole field. And here coming up on third down, man, don't be scared to do that. Don't be scared to run it. Don't be scared to throw a screen to get some yardage to get a first down.
And the pass is incomplete here on third down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And that's a back-breaker. It's 4th down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
This offense has it with really good field position. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. On the run, it's Morrow. Got a little grass. He's at the 10, and he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown, a gut punch to this defense, and probably a knockout punch.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here.